Welcome to the Racing Island. Wagwan, my people. Let's start this racing. We are going to be talking about Lewis Hamilton's switch from Mercedes AMG to the Scuderia Ferrari. It has been widely reported and confirmed that Lewis Hamilton will be leaving the Mercedes F1 team to join the Scuderia Ferrari in 2025. So, Lewis will be heading to Ferrari. We will discuss the implications that may arise when Lewis Hamilton heads to Italy at the end of the 2024 season. First of all, Mercedes. Since James Allison left the team for that joint boating project with the Ineos Britannia team, the F1 team has regressed. I like the Mercedes F1 team, but bad strategies coupled with bad pit stops in a slow car that can make for a nightmarish season. Furthermore, the Mercedes F1 team were losing engineering staff to the other teams. That alone can give causes for concern. The old Mercedes issue of not listening to the driver, will cover that in a separate video. Now, regardless of what anyone says about this situation, Lewis leaving Mercedes and heading to Ferrari, this is a major acquisition for Ferrari and a huge loss for Mercedes. Ferrari will be making a lot of money. As you've already seen, they have already made several billion pounds, while Mercedes have lost a lot of money. Like I said, I do admire Mercedes. They are a very good team. Since Lewis Hamilton came into that team, they have shown him a lot of respect. That is very commendable. So it was a surprise to Mercedes, maybe them alone, when they found out Lewis was leaving. The lack of focus on one of the most important aspects of the team, the driver, the blame can only be laid squarely at Mercedes F1 team's feet. It's not a shady record, but Mercedes will have to deal with the aftermath of losing this great driver. You forget who Lewis Hamilton was, but like his favorite dog Roscoe, it may come back to bite you in the, They say, play stupid games, win stupid prizes. Now, the question is there to be asked. In the final year with Mercedes, can Mercedes produce a car that would either win races or win titles in 2024? The W15 or the W15 seems to be a much better car than the W14 or the W14. When the season starts, you really don't know where the car is in the pecking order or its performance relative to other cars. It will be interesting to see what James Allison comes up with and if he has taken into consideration the driver's feedback. And I guess we won't have to wait too long because the 2024 season is just right around the corner. Now, on to Ferrari. Let us talk about Lewis Hamilton putting his faith in Ferrari. Do they have the ability to keep a driver like Lewis Hamilton content? If Ferrari wants to keep a driver like Lewis, they are going to have to get up to speed very quickly. If they want to be on par with Red Bull, they have to be quick right out of the blocks. Their development team has to be on point. Anything they bring to the car must be worth it. It must be worth lap time on the track. If they bring anything to that car and it does not work, they could fall into a lull if they cannot figure out what's wrong with that car. Then they could be in a lot of trouble for 2025, and that's not gonna instill confidence in Lewis. The 2023 season was a good year, although not a great one. Look, they were not as quick as RBR and sometimes not as quick as Mercedes. They, however, had several pole positions and a race win. Could Ferrari be in a similar situation that Mercedes were in 2012? Did Ferrari show Lewis Hamilton some future plans? And did Lewis like what he saw? The suspect it's the allure of working with Fred Vasseur again. because he had previously worked with the Ferrari team principal to win titles in the junior formula. Could that be the reason why Lewis Hamilton has signed with them? Look, Ferrari have not won a title since 2008. Their last driver's title was in 2007. Kimi Raikkonen was their last world champion. It seems to be a regular occurrence with Ferrari, where over the years they have started the seasons with some good cars. As the season progresses, the development seems to taper off. So they have had a development problem for a number of years now. Ferrari has always chosen to hire most of their engineers from Italy. Could it be that, with the acquisition of some engineers from Mercedes and Red Bull, Ferrari are now on a path of moving forward while Mercedes will be moving backwards? If Ferrari does not have the engineering team to match the driver's capability, then it won't work. Lewis Hamilton is the greatest driver of all time. Ferrari knows what he brings to a car. They know, and especially Fred Vasseur knows what he brings to the table. He is very good at setting up a Formula One car, very fast on track, and very good at working with the engineers. He is very good at bringing a team together, making them gel. Ferrari needs to provide Lewis with the proper support and use all their infrastructure and engineering power, and get engineers that are going to listen to Lewis and give him their full cooperation. They will have to be willing to take what he says on board, then put that into R&D and the wind tunnel. Hope everything correlates and translates on track. In 2025, all eyes would be on Ferrari. Everybody will want to see what they come up with. What kind of car could they give Lewis Hamilton? Or are we just going to see the normal Ferrari? Ferrari has not won a title in 16 years, and that is not good for a top team. This could potentially be a very risky situation for Lewis Hamilton, but in the end, we all will see. We can never be sure with Ferrari, because their end-of-season development strategies have not been up to par for several seasons now. Lewis Hamilton will be partnering Charles Leclerc for the 2025 season. Charles Leclerc is a very good driver in my opinion. He's not the finished article, but he's very fast on track. He wants to beat Lewis. Lewis will want to beat him. And we will get to see how that plays out on the track. We will just have to wait and see if Ferrari can provide Lewis with a car that can take him to another driver's title and Ferrari another constructor's title. This has been the Racing Island. Thank you for watching, and please like, share and subscribe.